Hello everyone and welcome to another level of John's Game Room. This time we'll be covering an old favorite of mine, Surprise Surprise by Capcom, and that is Super Ghouls N Ghosts. The game's so nice you gotta play it twice. And this was an early Super Nintendo title that I rented a lot from the video store down the street early on in having a Super Nintendo. But I didn't actually get my own copy until later in the Super Nintendo's life, not the end. It was in '94, so Super Nintendo still had a decent amount of life left in it. But a lot of the first wave early games for the SNES were clearancing out at places like Toys R Us for $20. I think this was around the same time that I got Super Castlevania 4 as well. So it was $20 for some classic SNES games. And because I had rented it so often and become so fond of it, I definitely picked up a copy. It has sort of the classic horror, vampire, zombies, gargoyles type thing. But even with the seemingly dark subject matter, approached it with a lot of personality and humor that I always thought was great. But here's the thing, the challenge was definitely no laughing matter. This is probably one of the most unforgiving games that I remember playing for the Super Nintendo. You can effectively only get hit twice. You get hit once and your armor flies off, again, humorously leaving you running around in your drawers around the graveyard there. And then if you get hit again, your skin falls off and you're dead. So again, not a lot of leeway for error. But there were a lot of different weapons, different ones, good for different situations. So basically for a side scroller, pretty good depth of gameplay for that time. And then after you get different pieces of armor, it upgrades your weapons to an updated version of itself. Like the dagger becomes like a laser shooting dagger. The crossbow shoots heat-seeking bolts. Again, for a relatively simple premise and a platformer for the time, pretty deep. The only thing is, you go all the way through, you get up to just before the final boss, and then have to go back to the beginning and go through it all again, get back up to the penultimate area there with the goddess bracelet, which would turn up randomly in treasure chests throughout the levels. So you have to go back to the beginning, play through, and just find the goddess bracelet and keep it all the way through the entire game over again, back to the right back to before the final boss. And we weren't even mad. Honestly, it's a fun game, kind of bonkers in places, but a whole lot of fun. Very catchy soundtrack. To this day, you will find yourself humming the music from the first level. I guarantee you know the one. So it's a great pick. Again, lots of ways and lots of places to check it out now. I would definitely recommend it. So definitely check it out, but keep trying, persevere, and no matter how hard the levels get, don't give up the ghost. Although, you know what, unless you've been fighting Medusa, you're probably not made of stone, so if you're anything like me and couldn't get past the second level on your own power, check out the Nintendo, you can do what I did and check out the Nintendo Power password and code strategy guide, and I actually made use of the level select, probably used by the developers to playtest the game, but left in as a cheat code, and you can use it to go to any stage that you want and try them all out. So have a happy Halloween in July. Make sure to like and subscribe, and as always, see you in the next level. But it'll only make you play through it once.